Hello, hello, and welcome back to another episode of Higurashi. There we go. I think I got that time. When They Cry, Chapter 1. Alright, so, view new tips. Let's see what we've got going on. So, the Hinamiza, Hinam, Hinamizawa Dam Project. Let's see what we got here. Turn down on my ears just a wee bit. There we go. All right. October 1975, in accordance with the Prime Minister's Bulletin Number XXX, Hinamizawa's electrical development master plan was announced. The vast scope of the projected Hinamizawa Dam will have an incredibly heavy impact on the village of Hinamizawa. The flooded area caused by the Hinamizawa Dam would include the 5 areas of Hinamizawa, Taketatsu. Man, I cannot pronounce these names. Takatatsudo, Kyotsu, Matsumoto, and Yagochi. The submerged area includes 291 houses. Population 1,251. 1 elementary school, 1 middle school, 1 post office, 1 agricultural cooperative, 1 forestry department, lumber yard, 5 shrines, 2 temples, and 1 fishery. All of these communal, cultural, agricultural areas and the places of worship will be indefinitely submerged at the bottom of the artificial lake basin. Ooh. Forsaken the hundreds of years our ancestors poured their blood and sweat into this fertile, resource-rich land is just too painful to bear. All the residents having homes that were to be submerged banded together and created the Onigafuchi Defense Alliance. The dam project was halted and petitions to alter the plan were circulated. The citizens sought peaceful negotiations, but the government and its puppet company XXXXX openly refused. Performing unspeakable, heinous acts, they quashed the democratic actions of the villagers. But the villagers did not falter. Instead, they banded together even more closely and steeled their resolve to protect their homes to their death. The continuation of that frightening Hinamizawa dam construction project is still stalled as of today. The villagers understand that the stalling was caused by sublime power through unity, and they understand that this fearsome plan has not yet been fully withdrawn. The Onigafuchi Defense Alliance had been dissolved after it did its part, but the feelings of unity it gathered have not yet been extinguished. As long as that passion resides in the hearts of the residents, they'll be able to confront whomever next decides to sink their homes into a lake basin. Onigafuchi Defense Alliance Committee Chairman Kiichiru Kimiyoshi. Okay, so there's number 1. Special tabloid report. Let's check this ish out. Nightmare befalls the Hinamizawa Dam. Lynching and murder/dismemberments. In X month of X day in XX prefecture at the Hinamizawa Dam construction worksite in Shishibona City, a bone-chillingly gruesome murder dismemberment. Even though this case has shocked the I cannot pronounce today. Archipelagio, how to pronounce that? The police will give no details on the case. Exactly what happened at the Hinamizawa Dam? They probably didn't mean to kill him at first, but as the victim resisted by swinging around a shovel, the rest of the perpetrators armed themselves in return, and it quickly escalated to homicide. So said the aforementioned investigator A. After this bloody tragedy was over, they were left with a body which nobody thought was alive. XXon had tormented the suspects daily with his rough behavior. At first, it was meant to be payback. All the perpetrators were horrified by their deed, and one even turned himself into the police. It was the de facto leader of this group, XX, who suggested hiding the body. Reluctantly at first, they soon began to think they did not wish to be caught. The construction site had numerous places to hide the body with 6 people. They were originally supposed to hide the body and leave the area, but the de facto leader feared that the consciousness of the other 5 wouldn't be able to bear the burden, and came up with a horrifying method to keep them from turning him into the police. He devised the heinous method of splitting up the body among them and making each of them responsible for hiding a piece. XX had turned a simple manslaughter into gruesome dismemberment and forcibly involved each perpetrator in order to create a sense of unity between them. Each one participated. But what does this mean? Person A spoke out reluctantly. XX had ordered each and every one of them to dissect a piece for themselves. Ooh, man, this music is crazy. They were hesitant at first, but nobody refused. In for a penny, in for a pound. What was it meant? Thus, an unimaginable bloody ceremony began. The perpetrators wept and vomited as they performed the gruesome task. There was one person who stubbornly refused, but XX threatened them by saying nothing would change if someone else ended up dead, and he gave up in his objections. But XX's plans collapsed in the span of one night. XXX, who had refused to dissect the corpse up until the last moment, had broken down into tears at the hospital where he was being treated for an injury sustained during the scuffle and confessed. The criminals were arrested one after the other, but the de facto leader XX's whereabouts are still unknown. Also, the right arm hidden by XX has yet to be found. Despite an ongoing search, this horrible individual has so far managed to elude law enforcement. What could the police be doing? It appears that XX had said he was going to throw the body, right arm, into the marsh. XX's car was discovered abandoned near the marsh, but there were no clues to his whereabouts. XX didn't trust his companions. One cannot deny the possibility that he had expected his companions to confess to the police and used his car as a decoy. Of course, I doubt that theory. Since he has no car, one would expect him to have a limited area to which he could have escaped to. But within the station, there were rumors going around that he had accidentally slipped and drowned in the marsh when he went to throw away the body. To the locals, that meant the marsh is believed to be bottomless. It is known as Onigafuchi, the ogre's abyss, and it's said that the bottom of the marsh is connected to the hellish worlds of demons. The atrocious demon from hell that was XX. Could it be that he had returned to hell through the marsh? That music changed. The Zijin Dragon, bringer of luck and fortune, prosperous future. Ladies, heaping into your arms, business success, promotions, ambition, protection from harm, not just with pachinko and horse races, but business and even love. Guaranteed or your money back. Zijin Dragon Bracelet DX, one piece. 27,800 yen. It's a good deal. That music change. All right. Exit and on to continue. Let's do this. The function of the school as an educational facility is very questionable. Our PE class is exceptionally disorganized. The only things we do together are the warm-ups at the start. The teacher isn't even there after that. All we do is play together. Not helping it, everybody's a different age or gender. The only rule is that we have to stay on school grounds while exercising. Oh wait, people are saying that. So I guess she said, no helping it, everybody's a different age or gender. And then she said, the only rule was that we have to stay on school grounds while exercising. All the little kids were gallivanting about. Well, they certainly are being active. They might be getting plenty of exercise, but the Board of Education probably completely forgot about this school. Sorry to keep you waiting. We're all together now. What should we do today for PE? All right. We have all of our members gathered now. Now then, class representative, what shall we do for PE today? What shall we do? Mion harumphed. What does that mean? And crossed her arms haughtily, surveying the area. Okay, at first I thought that said explosive powder. Explosive power and endurance. There are no friends in the world of sports. Everyone is a rival. The only thing you can trust in is your own body. What the heck do you mean by that? You really read too much manga. I quipped without missing a beat. And so we'll be taking a lesson from history. Uh-oh. The tried and true king of all outdoor melee events. Let's play tag! I love it. It was quite the adorable choice to make after playing it up so much. Just what I was hoping for. That dunderhead Keiichi-san shall be the first one to be it. Oh great, thanks. I won't be beaten. I'll try my best too. You can't beat me. Why are you guys so all in? Why are you guys all so into it? The third rule of our society. You must partake in the game, enjoying it without question. Then this counts as a club activity? Everyone smirked at each other. They all seem pretty confident. I'm a man. Physically, I should be able to keep up with any girls my own age. Regardless, Mion and Satoko looked like they were aiming for victory, and Arena was looking at me as if pitying my disadvantage. Fine, tag! I'm in! Or, I'm in! My yell echoed across the school grounds. These were the rules. Anyone who was able to evade being tagged before the bell was a winner. But we didn't switch who was it. Wait, what? The ones who were tagged by it also became it. Oh, so it's kind of like a zombie thing. So if you tag, then it creates. Okay, yeah. So the number of people who were it could increase exponentially. Got it. The end game would be a hellish siege. They call the version we're playing here, yeah, zombie tag, you see? Just as I expected. I am smart. I see. Anyone infected by a zombie turns into a zombie. Why do you make it so scary? I wonder. I wonder. As soon as I catch Reina, I'm gonna tear at her entrails while she's still alive. Whoa. All right. Gross, Keiichi-kun. That's gross. Look at her blush. Rika-chan placed her hand on Reina's head as she panicked. Don't worry. Before Keiichi gobbles you down, I'll eat you up gently. Rika, that isn't comforting at all. Both Mion and I nodded deeply. So the first it, how do you decide who's the zombie? With rock, paper, scissors? Well, it is class time after all. Let's decide by answering questions. I'll ask the questions, and the one who wasn't able to answer is the zombie. She's gonna pick some random ridiculous question that everybody else knows that we don't. That I don't. I can guarantee it. I have no idea which grade level they're coming from. All right, let's see. Yeah. Oh, hit the pop filter. What does the Japanese word roku mean? Huh? I was bewildered by the sudden question. Mion repeated it. So, you need to answer. What's roku in English? It's 6. How about, how do you pronounce that? Kutsushita? Kutsushita. Socks. What's the third last letter in the alphabet? It's X. What does Shibetsu mean? Of course I know what that is. Satoko cut herself off before finishing the answer. I see it's sex. I see, it's quite a lewd question. That's really funny. You're an adult, aren't you? Of course you know what it is, right? Got it. I certainly do. Of course I know. Then go ahead and say it. That. You know, that. What does that mean exactly? How? Satoko looks like she's in trouble. How cute! Don't take her home. It's a crime. If I didn't nip it in the bud, she really might have tried to take her home. Mion's pursuit was relentless, making Satoko stammer. Now then, go ahead and say it nice and loudly. What does that mean? I do know. I do know. That means a person, thing, idea, action, or event which has been previously indicated in context. Fantastic answer. You are a genius. Huh? Ah. All of us were a bit surprised by Rika-chan's unexpected answer. I see. Well, it certainly was what that means. That could have been awkward. Yeah. I wonder what I would have done in Satoku's position. I'd probably get ticked off and just blurt out, you know what, at the top of my lungs. I wouldn't want you as an enemy, Mion Sonozaki. Thank goodness you were born a girl. If you were a boy, you'd probably be a perverted asshole. Ha! Very true. It appears I have no choice. Unfortunately, I, Satoko Huju, shall assume the role of the zombie. Oh good, so it wasn't us. I shall eat everyone! Seems like she's raring to go. All I must do is count to 100, correct? Some jerks skip numbers while counting to 100, so you can start chasing after you solve this problem. Whoa! Keiichi-kun, give her a simple one, okay? 1/5 of a cake, 1/6 of a cake, and 1/7 of a cake are all on a plate. Oh no! There are no common denominators! Satoko grabbed the stick in panic and began drawing a cake in fractions on the ground. If Satoko, who can eat one cake in 60 seconds, eats all of them, how many cakes are left on the plate? Just as I finished giving the word problem, Mion shouted, "Ready? Go!" Oh, on Mion's signal, everyone but Satoko scattered. Hehehe, Keiichi-kun, that wasn't a problem at all, was it? Satoko had already lost the moment she started working it out. She's eating it all, so of course there's nothing left on the plate. Yeah. Everyone dashed off in a direction they thought was best. Knowing the lay of the land, they probably headed right to the best spots. It was obvious I was at a disadvantage. At a time like this, I would have been more effective to go along with those trained in survival skills, like Mion, for example. The fact that I didn't realize it at the start of the game probably hurt my chances. Let me turn down the music just a little bit. Whoa! Glancing back over at the school grounds, I saw Satoko just rising up to start. She was really, really mad. Mwahaha! She got tripped up on such a dumb question. That was right. Well, was it rule number 2, 3, or 4? I think it was 3. 3 or 4. I don't think there were 5. I think it was only 3. Use any means necessary. I stood at one of the corners of the school. I had clear sight lines in 2 directions and would probably have a good response time if any zombies started closing in. For the time being, I caught my breath and focused on what I was trained to think during club activities yesterday. Now think calmly, Keiichi Maebara. If I was it, what would I do? Increasing my numbers would be the shortcut to victory. Then going after the weakest player first is the obvious plan of attack, meaning me. Now then, where could Keiichi-san possibly be? I shan't let you escape. But of course, what would be the best method to track me down? Footprints? Or smell? Or maybe some type of trail? If I could craftily hide my tracks, there would be no trail for Satoko to follow. But I was no detective. Would I even be able to do that kind of thing in an amateur game like this? Tomita Akamura! No idea what that means. Have you seen... Oh, she's asking around. Have you seen Keiichi-san recently? What the heck? Do zombies hunt their prey by asking nicely where they went? Tomita-kun and Okamura-kun pointed to the location where I was hiding. After confirming she was heading this direction, I abandoned my position. It wasn't easy to hide myself with all those little kids running around as they pleased. It was becoming more and more obvious that I was at a disadvantage from not being familiar with the surroundings. If that's how it was going to be, then to confront this intelligence-gathering zombie, I'd just counter it in a similar vein. I approached some girls playing with a ball. I'm sorry, but could you relay this message? Tell Satoko Huju that her parents are at the gate, please. Oh, snap! Oh, I'm playing dirty. Message, ha 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 ha. Okay. I stopped the girls as they turned to run off. Wait, don't go yet. Also, take this one to Mion Sonozaki. Tell her the teacher is calling her to the gate. Wahahaha, I'm quite the schemer if I do say so myself. If things went well, then Satoko and Mion would run into each other at the gate. It would put me at a disadvantage if more people were it, but this was Mion we're talking about. She'd figure out a way to escape. But that was just fine, as long as it bought me more time. Wahahaha, dance for me, Mion and Satoko. Smart. Smart man. In the palm of my hand. Having my fill of playing the con man, I looked for a place to hide. If you think about it logically, I'd only buy myself a scant amount of time. And it might even come back to bite me. Once it became apparent I'd started spreading false information through messengers, I could end up being the recipient of one of those messages. Satoko would probably ask the messengers to help her look for me. That would mean there would be more zombies than participants in this game. The virus that was brought about by my mischief could cause an epidemic. All my classmates would transform into zombies and would only be searching for me. This tactic might backfire horribly. While trembling at the thought of the impending dawn of the dead, I began searching for a safe house. I found a shed by the incinerator behind the school. After climbing up to the roof, I held my breath. It wasn't a bad place to hold it. Not only did I have a good line of sight, but if necessary, I could jump off in 3 directions to escape. It was getting rowdy down there. The lower grades were running around below the shed. Mayabara-san isn't around. Is he over there? Nope. They're looking for me. Where is Keiichi-san, I wonder? His dad is at the front gate. Heh, that was definitely a lie. The word gate, the same one I used, gave a hint of revenge. So Mion was behind this. I was still keeping one step ahead of the game. I felt bad for my underclassmen, but they'd have to search until the school bell. Hey, do you know where Keiichi-san is at? His mom suddenly got really sick. A message from Mayabara-san. They said his house got fired and he needs to come to the gate. A jumbo jet fell on top of the Mayabara residence. Oh, I love it. The police have come to question him. Anything goes now. They say he enjoys peeping into bathrooms. Huh? Is it true that he's going around every night stealing panties? Yes, good job. Who are they talking about? I heard he wears panties on the head and smells them and stuff. This is amazing. No way I would do that. I heard that class representative Mion was a victim too. What? Gah! This was your doing, Mion. Calm down, Keiichi Mayabara. This is Mion's battle tactic to flush me out. Just hold on. If my underclassmen thought about it logically, they would know it's all nonsense. But small kids don't think about things logically. To them, all those things were true. So they all chuckled together while looking for me. Bwahahaha! I win, Mion. It's my victory. Bwahahaha! Wiping unrelenting tears away, I felt intoxicated by my own victory. Did you hear? I heard that the new transfer student Mayabara-san is really perverted person. The cost of beating Mion had too high a price. Oh, someone passed below. That's Reina and Rika-chan. Ha, Rika-chan, you're still okay? I'm getting by somehow. Ha. It seems Michan is it as well. Mion? It couldn't be. She'd become it because of my little strategy. This confirmed that Mion was behind this relentless message war. Then, this wasn't good. We finally got away from Michan, but Satoko-chan, Satoko's searching around the pipes, so we should be safe here for a while. Upon hearing that, I breathed I missed it. Hold on. Sigh of relief. While Rina was slumped on the ground, breathing heavily, Rika-chan had startled creeping up to her. Rika-chan doesn't normally make noise when she walks, but it's strange. It couldn't be. Whoa! Rika-chan! What is it? How? Don't worry. I had never seen Rika-chan smile so creepily before. Oh god. Why are you coming closer? Why? Rika-chan isn't a zombie, is she? Don't be scared. I'll be sure to eat you gently. No way! And with that, that's where I'm going to end this one. I hope you guys have enjoyed. Thank you for liking, commenting, and subscribing, and I will see you in the next one. Peace!